Hello, this is samsarajade, a little bit more chirpy than my last vlog. I wasn't planning on making a video tonight, but I don't want to have diarrhea for the rest of my life. Therefore, I'm going to answer Johnny Smooth's questions. Okay, question number 1. What was your first job? Working in a pizza, kebab, burger shop, like a takeaway. And I was completely exploited, working for very little pay, with quite a pervy boss. I'll tell you the name of the place was Alley Cats. I did tell the boss several times that I did not think Alley Cats was the best idea for a business that is trying to sell food, especially kebabs. But hey, he wouldn't listen to me. What's your favourite band or musician? Well, in recent years I've got extremely fond of a band called Hey Dixie. When I first heard about them, I thought they sounded like the craziest thing on the planet, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I kind of like crazy stuff. So, when I got the opportunity to go to one of their gigs with my boyfriend at the time, I listened to some of the music and I came across the best song in the world, I'm Keeping Your Poop in a Jar. I'm Keeping Your Poop, I think it's called. Excellent song. That was one of their original songs. But what they do mainly is they cover other people's songs in a kind of bluegrass type of style, but they rock. Leonard Cohen is one of my all-time favourites. I love the man. And apart from that, I tend to listen to the radio when I'm driving and hear songs that I really like. And I like the song. Doesn't necessarily mean I like the band or anything else that the band do. And I'm awful at trying to connect songs and bands. I can never remember who sang what and when and why. Oh, Pink Floyd is also one of my favourite bands. Yeah, Pink Floyd. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? I went on a holiday to Italy when I was a child and I loved Italy. However, I can't speak Italian. So it would take a little bit of preparation to go and live there, I reckon. Ireland is somewhere I always fancied living. Good experiences visiting family friends in Ireland, in West Clare. And I like the whole old ruined buildings and echoes of the past that came from that. There's lots of far off exotic places, you know, Australia, tropical islands, things like that. But you know what, I'm not sure if I'd want to live in those places because I really do not want to live somewhere where the insects can kill you. Canada though. See, I love Canadians. Leonard Cohen is a Canadian. Rockin' Jellyfish is a Canadian. I love Canadian humour. When I read comic books for a while in my early 20s, I loved the comic books that came from Canada. They weren't kind of set jokes or anything like that. They were just people basically comic book logging about their lives. Peep show, hate. Hilarious, loved them. So maybe Canada would be a good place for me to live. I don't know. Who would be my dream president or prime minister? Blah, 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 blah. To be honest, that made me think of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, in which the ideal ruler of the universe was the one guy who least wanted to be the ruler of the universe. And I think that would be my ideal ruler of my country, is the person who least wants to rule the freaking country. Because the minute you get someone who really, really wants to do it, you just know they're corrupt and they're going to make a useless job of it. Who would play yourself in a movie about your life? Alanis Morissette played God in one of my favourite films. I think Alanis Morissette could play me. Why the hell not? Yeah, she's got dark hair and she's Canadian. I'm not Canadian, but as I said, I like Canadians, so yeah, she'd do. She'd do. The actress to play a younger me could be, if anyone's seen the film, A Series of Unfortunate Events, maybe the girl who plays not the youngest, but the older daughter in that. She'd be cool. Or in The Addams Family, Wednesday. You know the girl Wednesday? I love that girl. Well, I don't know about the actress, but I love that character. And any girl who can play that character good, I reckon could play the young samsarajade, pretty good too. What superpower would you want to have? Flight. Yeah, it's cliche, but I want to be able to fly on my own with no aeroplanes, parachutes, anything. I just want to be able to go and fly like I can in dreams. What was the last good book you read? Well, since moving to my mum's house, I have not been short of reading material. The quality of that reading material is a different matter. There are so many books in this house. It would take me years to read them all. But I have been reading a hell of a lot of trash. But the last book I read, which I liked out of that trash, called Undercurrents by Francis Fifield, and it was good enough for me to want to quote certain passages from it. Probably not a book I'd go back to read over and over again though. One of the books I've read in the last couple of years that really stuck with me and I know I'm going to reread is a book called Labyrinth by Kate Moss. Yeah, not the model. A writer called Kate Moss. And I love that book. It's kind of historical stroke fantasy stroke romance. Yeah, well, you've got to read. It's a very good book, and I think it's won awards and stuff. But it draws you in, and it's different, and it's very cool. What would I want for Christmas? As I used to always say to my mum when I was a teenager, I just want a flat and lots of money. Okay, I'm older now. I'm 32. Now I would like a big house and lots of money. Yeah, not much changes. Failing that. And thinking about your answer, Johnny Smooth, I would quite like to have a bass guitar and some lessons on how to play it, because hell, I don't want to give up on my dreams of being a rock chick bass player. It could happen if I can't get the lots of money and a nice big house to live in. Then it's the personal gifts, the creative, made by somebody, can always be valued, something unique. That's the kind of gift I like. This is Samsarajade, vlogging, answering questions. Would you like sauce with that?